Oh, not much. I'm an atheist basically my whole adult life, but I had a story similar to Janet's, and I thought I'd just share since maybe not a lot of people in Wyoming know that there's actually atheists that live out here.
Sure. Yeah, I'd love to hear it. Well, what kind of church were you in?
It was a Baptist church, and we'd actually, when I was a child, I actually lived in Missouri, so we were Southern Baptist.
Ooh.
And I was really indoctrinated, but I don't know. I was always one of those kids that was just curious and asked a lot of questions and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And the other church did a little bit better job of fielding my questions. You know, they would deflect and stuff like that as much as they could, but at the same time, they would try to do their best to answer my questions. But so when we moved out to Wyoming, we actually went. My mom was looking for a new church to join, and so she takes us to this Baptist church, and me and my brother went off to Sunday school, off to like a early teen Sunday school class, and my sisters went to the little kids Sunday school, and my mom went, of course, to like some probably Bible study or something like that.
Okay.
And so the guy that was running the class goes, all right, how many people in this room believe every word in the Bible? And and everybody raised their hand except for me and my brother.
Ooh.
Because I was just like of the opinion, I was like, well, if man wrote this book, then there's got to be a couple clerical errors at minimum.
Sure.
So that didn't please him at all, and so the rest of the class was about basically talking directly to me and my brother about why didn't we believe, what was the holdup, what was the problem, and it just didn't go very well, and I don't know why. I mean, I was pretty indoctrinated, but I held to my guns because it didn't make sense to me. I was like, well, this is just a question I have, I don't understand why it's not all right to question anything, especially when you're a teenager, I mean, like that's part of life, figuring out the world around you.
Absolutely.
And so it just basically devolved into this horrible argument. Well, I believe every word the Bible has to say, and I don't understand why you don't. And so we go. The Sunday school gets over with. It takes, and we go out into the main church. And of course, I sit next to my mother and my sisters and stuff like that. And I see the guy go up and whisper to the pastor, whisper in his ear.
Oh.
And I already felt like I was kind of put on the spot during this Sunday school, because I was like, man, this is kind of bad, considering the fact that I'm. I just have a disagreement of opinion. That's it.
Dan, did they pray for you?
And the rest of the sermon. What's that?
Did they bring you up in front of the church? No.
No, they didn't.
Okay.
But by whispering in the preacher's ear, the preacher, the next hour was a sermon about the devil, and I will never forget the preacher. Like every time he'd say the devil's name, he would stare directly at me.
Right at you.
And right at me and my brother. And I'd have to say that it was probably the thing that set me on the path to becoming an atheist. I mean, I wouldn't out and out become one until 3 or 4 years later when I started reading for myself and realizing that a lot of it, there wasn't an answer to my questions.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, but it was just, I just think it speaks to, the craziness of the indoctrination. We like this. You can't even ask a question without getting this. You must be inflicted with the devil seed.
Yeah. Yeah. And it makes such a great scapegoat, doesn't it? I mean, I didn't do it. It was the demon that was in me. I didn't cheat on my wife. It was a demon, and now that the demon's gone, now my wife can't be mad because demon's gone. Like There's this separation from personal responsibility that just it blows my mind. So
absolutely. But that was just I just thought I'd share. You know, I know a lot of atheists, and you know, and I know Christians tune into this station too. And I really I hope more and more kids start, you know, questioning what's going on. I think the internet's a great tool. I appreciate what you guys do. I really think you're helping the cause. So keep it up.
Thank you, brother. I really appreciate that, man. Thank you for calling in. Quick question. You watching the Super Bowl?
I am watching the Super Bowl.
Who are you rooting for?
I have to go for the Eagles because being from Missouri, they beat the Rams in the first Super Bowl that they won, and so I can never be for the Patriots.
Rock on, brother. Well, I hope you enjoy yourself today, and thank you for calling in.
Hey, I appreciate it. Thanks for taking the time to take my call.
Absolutely, brother. You take care.